There was a time when I used to be ashamed of the biscuits and the greasy brown paper sack that I would take sometimes to school for lunch. Because I thought it was more in alignment with the times to have light bread. Not realizing just how great a blessing it was to have someone to prepare a hot meal and homemade biscuits on a day by day. There are those that are making millions of dollars over what Mama did for us. Everybody now trying to have a chicken biscuit, a sausage biscuit, and if you don't watch it, somebody's going to try to have a fatback biscuit. I'm going to ask you to turn to Proverbs 31, but I'm going to ask if you would look at verse 20. In chapter 31, our focus today comes from King Lemuel, who is given credit for having written this 31st chapter. Mama Nim. Now, the true intent of the expression Mama Nim is to reference family, particularly giving reference to Mama. It was not common in our culture to hear someone called mother, mothers. You might hear somebody say, Mom. Some say, Mom. Others might say, Mama. And when you find yourself in between a rock and a hard place, you hear somebody say, Mama. Expressions, though they had a drawl, though they oftentimes cut off the actual pronunciation of the word, they were understood by the family, friends, and acquaintances because of them having a shared language. Mama and them understood each other. In like manner, Mama and them is used to reference the diverse roles of every Christian mother, wherein she serves as being made all things to all the family. Everybody can go to Mama. Y'all ain't gonna hear it. Everybody may not go to Daddy, but everybody can go to Mama. And when you go to Mama as who you are. Mama receiving you as who you are, and she addressed your need in a way specific, tailored to you and you. The word virtuous being the adjective that gives description to the woman referenced in our text. Virtuous in itself stems from the base word virtue. And the word virtue means a particularly good or a beneficial quality. Now, in describing the ideal woman, he uses words like trust. Y'all don't hear me. Some of us don't let our wives go to town. Because I can't trust to go and come back. Y'all don't hear me. Some of your wives won't let the hubby go to town either. Oh, she quick said, I can't trust her. Y'all don't hear me. He uses words like working willingly. Folks used to work willingly even in the church because they used to have a group called willing workers. We don't have that today. We got wayward workers. They have fallen by the wayside, and we're trying to do our best to show them the way back on board to be willing workers in service of the Lord. Just for a few minutes, as we look at what Mama Nim is all about. Mama Nim days were filled with service to others. Mama was a lot of things. First, she was a noble wife because he says she reverenced her husband. Y'all ain't hear it. I know in my home where I grew up, I might ask
Watch out.
But if Dad had already said what it was going to be, Mama would either say, what did your daddy say? And if I went to Mama first, and she knew she hadn't consulted or talked it over with Daddy, she would say, go ask your daddy. Yes, she was a noble wife. And she was a mother simply by the fact of bringing us into the world. She was willingly with her hands. Biscuits every morning. Clean the house of other folk during the morning hours, and then come home and clean the house and cook for the family. She made clothes as well as mended clothes for the family. Categorically again, she was a manufacturer because she created goods that met the daily needs of her family. She was an importer because she brought home, after going and working in the other's home, the little dinner that was left over, she would import, she would bring back home a little something. Oh, ain't helping. A little something to help feed the family. And when they had shoes and clothes and toys that the children had passed along, she would import. She'd bring them home for the family. She was categorically a manager.
Come on with.
She managed to prepare enough to feed the family on a day. She was an upholsterer. For that old sofa that they gave us, that somebody sat out, she was able to get a little cloth and to make a covering to go over the cushionings in the old couch. Categorically, she was a merchant because she made a little extra money on the side sewing for others every night. It was all these things. And when one speaks of mama, y'all not here. When one speaks of Mama Nee, you're not simply referencing a family. But when you talk about Mama Nee, you are referencing those that have made a determination to live for the Lord. Because when you make your mind up to live for God, it does not matter how other folk might feel about you. It does not matter what other folk may say about you. When you understand what it means about Mama Nee, you recognize that as a mother, your job did not stop when you brought life into the world. It was just like you were just getting started. And even when the children get out of the house, Mama Nee still play a role. Because every now and then somebody will call back and ask Mama about a little advice. Well, y'all ain't here. Mama Nee was a lot of things. It's almost like what we say about the law. Whatever you need, you can find in Jesus. I dare say when you went to Mama, whatever it was that you needed, somehow, in some way, even when it meant taking something out of her own needs, she made every effort to provide your needs. Ain't it good to know Mama is a critical piece in our heritage. We would not be who we are today had it not been for Mama Nee. You can't find Mama Nee here. But if you got a Mama Nee, you ought to stand on your feet and say, thank God for Mama Nee. I need is there. And if you had a Mama Nee like I did, you ought to knock down resting on your feet and let the world know that you thank God for Mama Nee. I don't know how God's gonna do it. I don't know when He's gonna fix it, my Lord. I only told me how he's gonna do it. No, and he never told me just how he's gonna fix it. No, no, get a happy shout, yeah. God is gonna make a way for me. Out of no way, I know he's gonna do it. You can help me say victory. I don't know how God's gonna do it. No, I don't know when he's gonna fix it. My love, I only know, yeah, God's gonna make a way for me. Out of no way, I know he's gonna do it. You can help me say victory. Mama them used to say, I don't know how God's